Carlo, and I thought I'd just do this video to give you my opinions. As you can see, the title of the video is Power PCs in 2013 stroke 2014 because it's October now, so we're nearly at the end of the year. The first Power PC I ever owned was the iBook, but that never had the G3 Power PC processor. I don't think. I think it did have the Power PC processor in it. But then I got myself a Power PC G5, which is the one that looks like the iMac. So just get it up on here. Oh, sorry, not the iMac. What am I talking about? It looks like the Mac Pro. So I'll get a little picture up here. So here we are. A lot of you guys will be familiar with this dude, the Power PC G5. Absolutely rock solid machine. I reckon this machine could and still could surpass many iMacs on the market today. Purely on the specifications. I mean, I reckon the only reason why people, obviously Apple stopped supporting this machine because they went obviously over to Intel and they ditched the Power PC processor. But I think it's a case of going with the times. They obviously wanted to move to a different brand of processor, hence why they ditched the Power PC. But I reckon if they kept the Power PC going, it would be just as powerful, if not powerfuler, than some of the high-end processors out there on the market, because there's people out there with Power PCs and they're still working fine. The one I had was a low spec Power PC. I think it was a 1.8 gigahertz Power PC. It had 8 gig of RAM in it. The expansion on it was absolutely mind-blowing, exactly like the Mac Pro. Maybe not as nice, but you could still expand to 2 and 3 terabyte hard drive spaces. You could upgrade your graphics card on it and stuff like that. But I think it's a case of, because Apple went over to Intel and they ditched it, they obviously stopped support with the OSs on it. But I reckon if they didn't stop the support, this machine would be still on people's desks right today. If this machine went up to 10.8 or even 10.9 Mavericks, which is coming out later this year, I reckon people will still have these machines, because these machines are more than capable. So if you guys out there have got this machine, you've still got a blinding PC. The only thing you're actually lacking is the OS support. I mean, the upgradability for your operating system. It is not your hardware. It's so not your hardware, because I know people that have got a Power PC that have got like a quad core machine, 8 core Power PC with sort of 16 gigs of RAM in it, a really good 1 gigabyte graphics card, and today that'd flatten a lot of iMacs out there. That'd flatten a lot of PCs out there on the market. So I still, my opinion is they are so really usable. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, the only thing, obviously, like I just said, you're lacking the software. Because obviously if you guys went to download, the Adobe suite, you're only stuck going up to CS3, the Adobe suite. So you're not going to have CS4, you're not going to have CS5, and you're not going to have CS6 creative suites on it. But when you're running CS3 on it, it runs absolutely flawlessly. I sort of get the ump with things like this, because I think to myself, why did Apple do this? Why did Apple have to stop support on this machine? They made such a big hype about this. Steve Jobs made such a big hype when it was released. It was unbelievable, and I do understand, guys. I do understand we have to move with the times, but Apple have got to start thinking about other people. Other people that haven't got the money to go and spend £2,500–3,000 on a Mac Pro or buy the latest iMacs and stuff like that. People haven't got the money. These are expensive pieces of kit, and what I always say is, if it's not broken, don't try and fix it. Do you know what I mean? The PowerPC is still an awesome machine. Um, Especially the G5. You know, I had one for a couple of years, and it was only because I'm in graphics design and I use a lot of high-end graphic programs like After Effects, like Maya, like Cinema 4D, which won't run on this machine because of the software, not the hardware, because I'm more than sure that the hardware could cope with the programs. Because of the software on it, I was forced to go out and buy another computer, another Apple computer. So I think Apple, out of order what they do there, I don't agree with them, but I do agree with the fact that, you know, no, I don't. I'm sort of slurring my words, guys. Do you know what I mean? I'm talking like a chicken here. I don't agree with what they did. You know, I really don't agree with them boycotting PowerPCs. I know we have to move with the times. It's common sense. We all have to move with the times. But if the PowerPC is more than capable of running these programs, give these machines the updates that they need. Let it be able to run Snow Leopard. Let it be able to run Lion, Mountain Lion, and even the new Mavericks. You know, you're going to make more money because there's loads of G5s on the market. There's thousands of people that have got these machines, and you know, it killed me having to get rid of my G5 because I knew the machine was powerful and more than capable of running these apps like this. You know, the only thing is, it's the software. It all boils down to their software and them ditching the support for the machine. So my thoughts: PowerPCs in 2013, powerful as hell. Still got what it takes, but if you're happy that you can't run the latest software on it, then you're fine. You know, there's a lot of really awesome editing suites out there for PowerPC. You still got ScreenFlow software. Yeah, you'll have to stick with the older sort of model, sort of like software. But I still think, guys, if you've got a PowerPC, you're very lucky because they're awesome machines, really awesome machines. And I still think they're very usable today. It's only due to the fact that I have to use the latest programs for work that I had to get a new iMac. But I tell you now, if this machine had the software support for it, I wouldn't have gone out and bought a new iMac. I would have stuck with this one, because I still think today sometimes that the G5 can be a lot more powerful than some of the iMacs on the market, especially with the expandability of the graphics, the expandability of the hard drives. You know, you can even upgrade the CPUs in there. They're awesome machines. So for all you guys that have got a G5 or a PowerPC, they're very usable. Do you know what I mean? Especially this model. I wouldn't say too much for like the G3s and the G4s. Even the G4s, the MDD versions were a really good machine. They had a lot of expandability in them. G3, obviously, that's the one with the CRT monitor built into it. That was the first iMac, I think, that came out in 1998. That's still awesome for web surfing, surfing the net, downloading music, iTunes, stuff like that. Perfect. But it all boils down to software. Why did they stop the support? I don't get it. I really don't. Because these machines are absolutely amazing machines. And I think Apple would have cleaned up. Really cleaned up, you know. If they would have kept these machines, the support for the PowerPC going, they would have cleaned up. Absolutely cleaned up. So that's my thoughts on it, guys. If you've got a PowerPC, you know, in 2013, you've got a good machine. You haven't got a crap machine. You just lack the support. Do you know what I mean? Which is sad, but that's the way life goes. So let's hope one day, because obviously as soon as a brand new different brand of processor comes out, you know that Apple's going to ditch the Intel, yeah, and whatever happened to the G5 and the PowerPC is going to happen with Intel in the future. It's just progression, really. But don't discontinue something, or don't stop support on something that's already friggin' awesome. Do you know what I mean? So that's my views, guys. Tell me what you think. You know, there's a lot of videos out there about PowerPCs, but tell me what you think about PowerPCs in 2013, because I still think they're really good machines, and they're still very capable if Apple was to pull their finger out and, you know, bring the support out for these machines, there'd be a lot more people crossing over to PowerPC from Windows-based machines, and that's basically what it's all about, really. Marketing, getting a huge market. I know Apple's got a massive market, but they'd even have a bigger one, because there's a lot of people out there with these machines that feel like they've been just kicked to one side, you know. And we think, you know, when these machines came out, they were friggin' expensive. They were a fortune. And you just don't do that to people. You just don't kick them to one side and think, right, we've got a new iMac coming out. Sod the people that bought one of the iMacs 3 years ago. We're not going to give them support no more. You know, let's throw their £2,500 or £1,000, whatever, down the toilet, because we're not going to give them support. Keep the support up for all the machines that you make, guys. Do you know what I mean? And this is directly to Apple. Keep the support for all these machines going, and keep, you know, if it's got an Apple sticker or an Apple logo on the side of the machine, give the support to it. Doesn't matter what age it is, give it the support, because they're still Apple machines at the end of the day. So that's my thought, and I hope it's made some sense to you guys, what I'm saying, and I'll see you in the next video.